Vessels shall be provided with a satisfactory arrangement for draining any watertight compartment, other than small buoyancy compartments, under all practicable conditions. Sluice valves shall not be fitted in watertight bulkheads. Vessels, greater than or equal to 8 meters in length overall, should have a visual indicator and audible alarm at the operating station to indicate a high water level in the following normally unmanned spaces: spaces with a through-hull fitting below the deepest load waterline, machinery space bilge, bilge well, shaft alley bilge, or other spaces with seawater piping within the space, and spaces with non-watertight closure, for example a space with a non-watertight hatch on the main deck. Vessels of 8 meters or more in length shall be provided with individual bilge lines and bilge suctions for each watertight compartment, except that the space forward of the collision bulkhead need not be fitted with a bilge suction line when the arrangement of the vessel is such that ordinary leakage may be removed from this compartment by the use of a hand-portable bilge pump or other equipment, and such equipment is provided. Strainers should be easily accessible so that they may be cleared of dirt/debris. Alternatively, a mud box above the suction pipe is acceptable if the strainer inside it is accessible for cleaning/clearing. Bilge pipes in vessels, less than 20 meters in length, should not be less than 25 millimeters nominal pipe size. Bilge pipes in vessels, of greater than or equal to 20 meters in length, should not be less than 40 millimeters nominal pipe size. A bilge suction should have a strainer with an open area more than or equal to 3 times the area of the bilge pipe. Unless there are individual pumps for separate spaces, individual bilge suction lines should lead to a central manifold, or similar, and provided with a stop valve at the manifold and a non-return valve at some accessible point in the bilge line. A stop non-return valve located at the manifold will meet the requirements for both stop valve and non-return valve. Vessels should have bilge pumps. A second power pump powered by a separate source from the fixed power bilge pump is an acceptable alternative to a hand pump. Individual power bilge pumps used for separate spaces are to be controlled from a central control point and should have a visual indicator of operation. Here is a summary of bilge pump requirements by vessel size. Portable hand bilge pumps should be capable of pumping water from all watertight compartments, but not necessarily simultaneously. Portable hand bilge pumps should have suitable suction and discharge hoses capable of reaching the bilges for each watertight compartment. Fixed hand pumps should be permanently connected to the bilge system. Each fixed power bilge pump should be self-priming. The pump may be driven off the main engine or other source of power. It should be permanently connected to the bilge manifold and may also be connected to the fire main. A power bilge pump may also serve as a fire pump if it complies with regulations. Where there are 2 fixed power bilge pumps, they should be driven by different power sources. If one pump is driven off a single propulsion engine installation, the other should be independently driven. Each pump may be driven off a different propulsion engine and a twin propulsion engine installation. A submersible electric bilge pump may be used as a power bilge pump only in vessels less than 20 meters in length, and carrying less than 50 passengers, other than a ferry, if the pump discharge line is suitably supported. Flexible hose may be used instead of fixed pipe for the discharge line of a submersible electric bilge pump, if the hose does not penetrate any watertight bulkheads. The flexible hose should be suitable for the intended use, including highly resistant to salt water, petroleum oil, heat, and vibration, and located to minimize the risk of accidental damage. A power-driven fire pump may serve as one of the 2 fixed power bilge pumps on vessels of 20 meters in length, if it has the minimum flow rate required by the regulations. Where the bilge and fire pump systems are interconnected, the dedicated bilge pump is to be capable of pumping the bilges overboard at the same time as the fire pump charges the fiery mine. Never use the sewage pump for the bilge. Practice preventive engine maintenance. Inspect fuel lines, hoses, hydraulic lines, valves, oil seals, gaskets and connections for deterioration and leaks. Fix leaks and replace worn parts. When replacing hoses, new sections should be the right length to prevent damage and leaks. Properly secure lines and hoses to prevent chafing, abrasion and damage. Install drip pans under all equipment that might leak. Avoid using solvents or toxic chemicals to clean engine parts. Use mechanical means, such as hand scraping caked oil, or less toxic solvents, like water-based ones. Do not let solvent run into the bilge. Using soaps or detergents to clean oil or fuel increases the pollution problem. An onboard bilge filtration system will filter diesel from bilge water before the automatic pump discharges the water. Using oil-only absorbents in the bilge, securely fastened to prevent clogging the bilge pump or its sensor, will capture unexpected leaks. Transfer and remove fluids with care, using funnels, pumps, and absorbents to eliminate drips and spills and to keep the bilge area clean.